these tools I could use to communicate with people. And so while I would say that there are like legitimate concerns and hesitations about embracing certain things, at an objective level, it is just another way of connecting. And I think the reason maybe people have those hesitations is because there have been people who have no shame in using it for emotional manipulation, like marketers and advertisers, for instance. And so people see them using those tools for a corrupt purpose, and they think, I don't want to be like that. I don't want anything to do with that. But maybe there's a mistake. They mistake the tool for the intent, something like that. Like, just because you're using the same tool an advertiser is using doesn't mean that what you're doing has to be manipulative like an advertiser would be. You can use it for good as well.
What else have you learned from this class in terms of what do you need to have with every video?
I need to tell a story. I need to give people a reason to want to engage with what I'm doing and make it personal.
And what's always the final thing I ask you to do? In every video, I've asked you at the end of every video to do something for me.
I would imagine it's to thank people for tuning in and to hope they come back again.
I also always ask people where people can find them.
That's
called a call to action.
Call to action.
It's called a call to action, and that's a marketing tool. And some people will go, oh, well, you're just trying to tell, but nobody's going to know where to find you if you don't always constantly tell them.
I mean,
where they can find you.
It's just a reminder, I mean, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, I have to ask for people's names like 5 times before I remember it, so it would be the same thing as anything else. You can find me on YouTube at Jason O'Day Music or at Incanu, and you can find me on Facebook under those same names.
And these are some of the things that you learn by having this kind of collaboration with a director, is to be able to go, okay, here are the things that you have to layer every video with, so that when you're posting them, that video is gonna do the job that you want it to do for you in directing your audience and bringing them to you. Because again, we're living in a world, I always tell people, if you looked at social media, like when I was a kid, you used to drive down the highway. So imagine the internet superhighway is just like a highway, right?
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, they used to have these signs. They were called burger shave signs. And so they still have them today. You may have seen them. But as you go down the highway, you'll see a sign that says, look. And then another sign that says, next stop. And another sign says, we've got this. And all those signs lead to this oasis, right? Where where you're looking for comfort and safety and food, and you're looking to rest and all of that. That's the same thing we're doing here with social media.
Yeah, it's trying to help you find where you're gonna go. And
each video, well, not just that, but each video that you are creating and that you're posting is another sign along the information superhighway that helps direct the audience out there who doesn't know you at all, who may just stumble across you on this internet superhighway, and that's just one sign that gets them to go, oh, I like this guy. Let's go find some more stuff on him. And that starts to lead them to where you want them to come to, which is your YouTube channel, your social media channels.
And you can also find me on BitChute, if anyone's familiar with that. It's an alternative to YouTube. Thought, why not put it on there too? So
explain to people what that is. I don't even know what that is.
BitChute. So a lot of people have become very frustrated over censorship from big tech media companies and everything. And so BitChute is an alternative to YouTube that has a no censorship policy. It's actually like the videos are kind of, if you're like peer-to-peer torrenting and everything like that, the way you stream the videos is through kind of a peer-to-peer connection. And there's like a lot of other alternatives and everything to YouTube, because people are trying to not become as dependent on, they don't want Google to have as much power. So, and I relate to a lot of that stuff. So I threw them up on BitChute anyways, because that's a whole other group of people that maybe would enjoy what I'm doing.
Excellent. Anything you want to say to your fans while they're listening?
I hope you have a good one. I hope your day is good, and I hope you got something out of listening to this conversation and my music.